Around 2006, 2007 in Mexico, it started in Tijuana, became very insecure. Very insecure. In the time that people that had business next to my business, they were kidnapped. One of the guys, they took a couple of the fingers out of his hand and
Hey, welcome back to Driven Channel. I'm here with a special guest, my Mexican friend, Jesus Gonzalez. So Jesus, welcome to Driven Channel. And I want to ask you a few questions about your business.
Okay.
I want to know more about who is Jesus Gonzalez? Where do you come from? When did you start your business? And why did you get into cars? I know that you were with our friend RD earlier, Wires Only.
Correct. And
you have a car business where you sell cars. And tell us about your business and how you got started and where did Jesus come from?
Okay. I was born and raised in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. And since I was young, I used to be an English teacher when I was 20 years old. And I used to teach English to people in Mexico. And then on the side, I go to the gym all the time. And sometimes to make a little bit of money, I start buying cars on the side, a car on the street and sell it, make a little bit of profit because it always brings in money for me. And I started first the business of gymnasiums in Mexico. In the year 2000, I created my first business. I opened a gymnasium in Mexico because I used to be a personal trainer for about 11 years. And then I opened this business in 2000. It did very good. I opened a second branch over there in Tijuana. I did very good. But I always was doing the car business on the side. Mm-hmm. Always on the side. My main business then, it was the gyms. But I always do it, the car business on the side. Always bringing money, good money. Around 2006, 2007 in Mexico, it started in Tijuana, became very insecure. And in the time that people that had business next to my business, they were kidnapped. One of the guys, they took a couple of the fingers out of his hand and I started to worry. My wife said, just imagine when I came out every night that I came out from my business, I came out running to my car. Just worrying about that someone maybe was waiting for me. I didn't have money. I wasn't a millionaire or nothing like that. But the thing that in Mexico, if you have a business, they see a lot of movement. They think that you have a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So they want to get a part of it. So that because of that reason, we decided to come here to the States. So I decided, they told me, hey, I want to go to the States, but I want to go legally. I don't want to go illegally. I don't want to go with my visa and stay there. I don't want to do that. I want to have freedom and all that. So I talked to a lawyer and he said, you know what? You can come here with a business visa. You can get a business visa and you can come here, but you have to open a business. You have to do a $100,000 investment. I talked to one of my friends. He's a very close friend of mine from childhood, Leonardo. And I said, Leo, do you help me out, man? Because I got to do this business with a U.S. citizen. Mm-hmm. So let's do this business. I invite you. Let's do the car business. We'll put 50-50. So we put $50,000 each. And then in 2007, we started Total Cars. And it's been growing. It's been growing since then. Right now, we have 100 cars for sale. And we're doing good business. And we are here located in San Diego, California. And we're growing. And that's why I'm here with you today.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very proud of your accomplishments. And it's not just a little business. It's making you're doing good revenues, millions of dollars. And how did you get to that point where you went from maybe flipping a few cars to now having a business that's big and you're doing really well over there? And how did the Total Cars name originate? Was that your name that you
we started with that name. We started with that name, Total Cars, in 2007. But before, like 3 years before I came to the States, I was doing very good business in the car business in Mexico. But because of the insecurity, I used to do business in Mexico like I was a drug dealer. I had 3 cell phones here. We posted the cars on a magazine, and that time it was called Auto Trader. I have an employee with me. His name is Ignacio Nacho. His name is Nacho. He's still a very good friend of mine. He's doing very good in business in Mexico over there. And he was working with me. He helped me a lot. He was my right hand. And we sell, I think maybe like 20 cars, 25 cars in Mexico at the time. So we were doing very good business over there, buying cars here in the United States and taking them over there. But because of the insecurity, that's when in 2007.
You were selling 25 cars in a month?
A month in Mexico. A month. I was making very good money in Mexico.
Yeah, like how much money do you think you were making back in Tijuana, right?
Man, at that time I wasn't paying taxes, everything. It wasn't here like that. So everyone, I remember that me and my wife, we built a house in record time. I mean, I told her, you go ahead, you do it, you take care of it. I'm just going to give you the money. I don't have time to do nothing. And she hired people and we built it, a big house in record time. We sold that house when we came here for I don't know how many money, but... and
this was in TJ, right?
In TJ, yes, in TJ. But we did very good business over there before coming here.
Yeah.
So, but when I came here to the States, the opportunities are better, man.
Yeah.
If you pay your taxes, if you do everything right, if you hire the right people, everything, the United States, that's why they call it the best country in the world, man, because it is. It is. Yeah. If you come here, if you work, if you're honest, if you do the work, it pays off.
Yeah. So you opened the company in, you said 2007, right?
2007.
So 2007. How much money do you remember making? Like, what was the revenue for that first year in business here? And how long did it take you for you to break $1 million in revenue?
When we first, I remember the first years, we did very few in sales because I still had the 2 gymnasiums in Mexico. So I had some money. I wasn't 100% committed to the business because I also had a partner and all that. But I would say, if I remember correctly, I mean, in total sales revenue we made the first year, I would say maybe $60,000 in 1 year.
And you had a partner?
I had a partner, yes.
You don't have a partner anymore?
I don't have a partner anymore. No, I don't have a partner anymore. I do it. I've been for myself, I think, since 2011.
Did you buy him out or pay him off? Or?
In the time, my friend Leonardo, he had some different things with his wife in the time. And then he said one time, he came to me. Actually, he's going to be my partner in this other business that I was talking to you. And because he's a friend of mine from the childhood. We're like brothers. And he came to me and said, Jesus, how much money do we have? And I said, Leonardo, we have this amount of money. And I said, I went out, man. I went out. I have my own things to do and all that. It is okay if I take this amount of money and come and go out. And I said, well, you can do whatever you want, man. If you're feeling that's the road you want to take, go ahead. And that's what he did. And he took that road. He grabbed some money. He had some different plans. I respect that. And he went on to do his thing. And
when he left, how much was the business generating?
It wasn't generating a lot. That's why he left, I think. That's why he left in the time, because we were making very few money and we have only a little bit of the money that we invested. And obviously nobody leaves a business when it's leaving a lot of money. Yeah. Nobody does. So that's why
he should have stayed.
He should stay there. He knows that. He's a very good, I know this, he's going to see this, but he's a very good friend of mine. Yeah, and right now, I'm going to help him make a lot of money with this other business that we're doing because I appreciate him. I love him because he's like my brother and always been very tight. I know him since we were 5. Yeah.
No, that's good. So I told you earlier, because we were together, and I told you that you remind me a lot of like when we started a business and the year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and how we had ups and downs. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, how hard is it for people watching this? Maybe somebody's watching this and they're like, man, I want to start a car business. I want to sell cars, and I don't know if I should get into exotics or average income cars, or how do I start? What do you recommend them to do if they want to get started in the car business and selling cars? like what do you recommend them? Should they go with exotic cars? Should they start with maybe salvage cars, or maybe cars that are 20,000, 30,000? What's your recommendation to people that are watching this and they want to get started in this industry? And then also, how hard is it in the beginning?
I always tell people, and I always tell people every time, because a lot of people kind of ask me for advice and all this. This business, it's a very good business. I never tell people, don't do this, don't do that, because I started with one car. My wife gave me her car, and I invested her money, and she helped me a lot with this business, and you know what? It's not difficult to do it. You can start. What I recommend is somebody wants to start in the car business and they want to start slow and they don't have. Everything depends on how much money do you got. How much money do you got? But let's say that you have $10,000 and you want to invest it in one car. You can go and buy a car on the street, check the value, check how much are the cars selling for. Obviously, right now we have a lot of tools. We have Carfax. You can check even if the car passed smog, on the history of the smog. You can check. There's a lot of information, but you got to do a little bit of research on the car, because there are a lot of crooks out there, even here in the United States, who tamper with the mileage of the cars. They tamper with the smogs, cars that they don't pass smog and all that. So don't end up buying problems, because you're going to pass a problem to your customer, the person who buys the car. But you can start going to the auctions as well. You can start going to the auctions. If you have a little bit of money, like $100,000, $50,000, you could open a car business, start small and everything. But this business, it's always a good business, and you can scale it. Even a person that has $10,000 can start selling cars. For a person that has like $200, $200,000, like the business that I'm going to open with my two friends.
Yeah. And then, so I think any business is a good business as long as you focus 100% on the business. Because there's people that do good and make millions in different things. And there's people that they do the same thing that you do and they don't make any money. What is it that you think helped you be positive and generate millions of dollars a year in the car business? Did it take you a long time? And if so, did you ever feel like, man, like when your friend got out, did you ever feel like, man, you know what, I'm going to call it quits. This is not working out. I've been doing this for I don't know how many years, and I think I'm just going to get a job or go try something else. Did you ever feel like that or no?
To be honest with you, I never called it quits, man. I mean,
you never felt like calling it quits?
No. I mean, obviously, I'm a guy that knows when I have to take a business to the back and shoot it in the back of the head. I know when it's time. Yeah. And I never ever seen that on my business. Never. Always has been growing every year. Every year has been going every year. And when Leo left, I mean, when Leo left, how long after that did he make $1 million? I would say in sales, it took me like maybe 3 years to make gross sales, 1 million.
After Leo left?
After Leo left, yeah.
When did he leave?
I think he left like in 2011, I think. Okay. 2011. I think he stayed with me, or maybe sooner, 2010. I don't remember exact time when he left, but
so it was 2013, 2014 that you made that you broke $1 million?
Yeah, that I broke $1 million. And
so it took you about 7 years.
About 7 years. It's hard work. I mean, I work since I get up in the morning. Obviously, right now that everything's on the phone, I send emails. I'm working all day, but you know what? I like what I do, man. For me, my dad sometimes called me and said, "Jesus, son, don't work that much." Or he tells me, and I said, "Dad, I like what I do." For example, today that I came here to LA, went to RD with my son. And I mean, for me, it's great being here with you, talking about cars, about business and learning. For me, I'm in heaven, man. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy making business, doing what I do. So for me, it's not work. Sounds like that, but it's not work. I enjoy it.
And I know we were talking about your systems, processes, operations, and how you're going to grow this company even more. What are you going to do when your company is running and it doesn't need you and it's just making a lot of money? Are you planning on is your son going to take over? Are you going to sell it? Are you going to just keep it? What is your future plans for your business? I
haven't figured out right now. Today that I talked to you about all my systems and procedures that I gotta put in place, right, and all that. Maybe one day, maybe I have no idea. I don't think my son, because my son is gonna create his own things. He's a very intelligent young man, and I love him with all my heart, and I know that he has the potential to do so much. But maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. Yeah. Right now, I have no idea. Right now, I want to scale it. I want to take it to a whole other level right now. And that's why I'm here with you. And that's what I'm going to do for now. So a few more things that I want to cover here. When you get a car, is there a type of car that you focus on? Because, like, for example, RD, he focuses on exotic cars for celebrities and that kind of stuff. Then there's others that they focus on, like electric cars, hybrid cars. What car do you focus on, and what is your like people that go and get cars from you, that you help them? What is that type of car that you specialize in, and why do you give them such great deals? I mean, you get a great deal on the car, and that way you could give them a better deal. Because I know some people sometimes they'll overpay for a car and then they can't make money and then they're losing money and then they have to price them higher. So what I know you broke that code where, I'm going to get this car. I'm only going to pay X and I'm going to sell it for X. I'm going to make money. I'm going to give him a great deal. And this is the type of car that I'm going to focus. This is my niche. I never overpay for a car. I don't care who is it. When I'm at the auction, I don't even make eye contact with no one. Because in this business, there are a lot of jealous people and all that, and the egos and all that move. So if you turn around and you look somebody in the eye, you're telling me I have more money than you. I never do that. I only see the auctioneer. I focus on that. I only see my number. I see my auction price, and I don't pay over the auction price. So that way, I always can give to my customer retail price, and when I get a good deal, even a little bit less than the retail price from my customer. I never make my customer overpay, because I will pay in a car, and that's what I do. That's what helps me a lot to selling cars. That's awesome. And what is your primary car type that you sell? Do you know what? I always even tell to my employees, everything sells. Yeah. I sell whatever I see. I buy sometimes Range Rovers. I buy Mercedes. I buy Nissans. I buy hybrids. Right now I'm buying some electric cars. Sometimes I buy a Corvette. Sometimes I sell whatever. Whatever I see that I can make money on a car, I buy it. We have cars from $3,000 to $50,000. Oh, wow. So we buy whatever I can get my hands on that I can make money, I buy. And what if somebody doesn't have, what if somebody needs help financing? Do you also help them? Yeah, of course. Yeah, they can go to our website immediately. Sometimes people call me, and even before they come to the lot, they're really pre-qualified. They're qualified for the loan. Yeah. So I tell them everything that they're going to pay, their interest rate and everything. They come, they buy the car, and we'll take care of that immediately. Awesome. So where exactly is Total Cars located? Where can people find you? And if they want help, what's the fastest way to get a hold of you? Okay, they can go to our website, SanDiegoTotalCars.com. They can see our inventory there. They can contact there. There's a phone number there. We are at 1615 Otay Mesa Center Road in San Diego. But the best way to get their information for now is go to the website, SanDiegoTotalCars.com. You can find us there. There's our phone. You call. We're going to answer, and we're going to try to help you to get you in a car as soon as possible. And if people say, hey, I came from Albert, are you going to give them a discount? If people say I came from Albert, I'm going to offer a 1-year guarantee powertrain on the car. If I came from Albert, I saw this podcast with Albert, I'm going to put AUL powertrain guarantee for the car for 1 year. That's awesome. So thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing your business take off. And then if you guys want to get a hold of Jesus, I'm going to put the information below.
And also, you got the address. You want to give me your phone number? Is there a phone number to your
the phone number is 619-661-8060. And the website, SanDiegoTotalCars.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Jesus.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Albert.
Yeah.